Our next conversation is with a familiar face. She's a beloved fashion journalist and one of our own, and she was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 70 this past May. Ever since then, she has been candid, her journey and her determination to stay positive. Please welcome our very own Jeanne Beker. Jeannie. Listen, from the first moment you posted about your cancer journey, you were positive, optimistic. Like, how do you maintain that optimism?
Well, I have a firm believer of that old adage, if you can't change the situation, change your mind. And I believe in the power of the mind and the power of positivity. And when I got the news that I had cancer, which still sounds strange to me to say it, I made the decision that this was the chance for me to prove to myself that I was everything that I always thought I was, that I was fearless and I was tenacious and I wasn't going to be a quitter, and I was really going to look at the sunny side. And I know it sounds a little, kind of maudlin and, a little Pollyanna-ish, but I thought this is the only way I'm going to get through this. I love life so much. I did not want to go through any part of it ever in that kind of fear. So I just thought, I'm going to leave fear on the table, and I'm going to go ahead and think of this as a healing journey and not so much a battle.
I like that, proving to yourself who you are. I love that. I like that, because I think that's where confidence comes from. You proving to yourself who you are again and again equals you believing who you are. And I think that's a lovely way to look at it. If we were to talk about silver linings in this whole experience, what would you pull from it? People are going to think I'm crazy for saying this, but I really believe that this journey has been somewhat of a blessing for me, because it has enabled me to see the world through a very poignant lens and to look at life through that incredible lens. Things have just become so crystal clear to me now, the true meaning of love and friendship and support and generosity. So that's one of the silver linings, the lessons I've learned. But even to be able to have such a platform like social media, and I know sometimes we hate social media, but boy, oh boy, I am so privileged to have this incredible platform where I can reach out to people and touch people with my story, and they can touch me right back. Because I'm also a firm believer in the fact that you get what you give. And I feel my whole life I've been, rah-rah cheerleader, trying to, shine a bright light on all these wonderful, artists and situations, and just making people feel good and telling great stories. And all of a sudden, all that great energy is coming right back to me. I so appreciate every message that I get, every little emoji that people drop. I'm just, thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel incredibly blessed. Talk to me more about that support, because people are watching your story and sort of going with you through the paces of it in, as close as we could possibly be to the situation without being you. What kind of messages of support are you getting? What kind of, what are people saying about even your advocacy and everything that you're doing to raise awareness?
I think one of the best phrases that's come out of this, and I know it's a common phrase that's used a lot, you've got this. People tell me you've got this, and I go, yes, they believe in me. And that is so empowering. That is just such a feel-good thing. So many people saying you'll get through this. I mean, how does anyone know whether I'll get through this? I don't know. I still have a ways to go in my cancer journey, and we're all kind of walking time bombs. I mean, who knows how much time anyone on this planet has left. But that being said, everyone else's positivity is just buoying me. And I'm just feeling the love. And it's wonderful at this stage of my life and my career. I turned 70 back in the spring. To be hearing those kinds of messages, it's pretty wonderful. A lot of people go through their whole lives and never really know how much they were appreciated. So very lucky indeed.
You said something really interesting, because you said you made a decision that you were just going to put fear on the table and walk right by it. How do we do that? How do we not be afraid of cancer?
That's a tough one, Tracy, because a lot of the fearlessness that I think I have came to me from my parents. It's in my DNA. My parents were Holocaust survivors. It's what saw them through the war. They had a really tough time of it. I grew up on those stories of tenacity and resiliency and fearlessness. But I think you have to believe in the power of the mind, and it is mind over matter. And you have to believe that you can be in control of your emotions. And if you feel that you can't be and you're out of control, you really might need to go and get some help with that. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to tell someone else how to do something that just, thank God, came naturally to me. But you just have to believe in yourself and believe in the future and believe in the miracles of modern science, because there's so much now that can be done. I really hope to eradicate the fear surrounding breast cancer.
You're doing an incredible job by leading, and you are the example. So thank you for that. You walk the walk, you talk the talk. Give it up for Jeanne Beker, everyone.